First full committee hearing, the gentleman from Florida is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, when I got to Congress, I wanted to be on the Judiciary Committee, but I was placed in purgatory with Comer. And I was worried about all the stuff that I was going to be missing in Judiciary. Chairman Jordan started today the hearing. He said, what a difference 4 years makes. Well, apparently not, because today is Groundhog Day. So I just want to thank the chairman. He knew I had FOMO, missing out on all these hearings. And so I brought pictures of the chairman doing this hearing. So here's one picture from March 9th, 2023. He did this hearing. Then on March 30th, he did the hearing again in 2023.
Different tie.
We'll get there. We'll get there, Mr. Chairman. Here's one from July 20th, doing the same hearing. November 30th, same hearing.
It's so funny, isn't it? How inefficient Congress is. Oh, that is Democratic rep, but from Florida, though. But still, at least Democratic rep. Jared Moskowitz calling out the chairman of the committee, Jim Jordan, Jim high school, Jim teacher Jordan. Well, I'll leave that alone, but you know the story there. For holding the same hearing 7 times with no forward progress being made on it at all, while he is working with Doge on trying to cut out government spending.
Okay, February 6th, the same hearing.
Same witness.
There's so many more.
He is part of the GOP that is waging a very active war on wasteful spending, slashing, in some instances, vital government programs, yet they're burning taxpayer dollars, wasting their time on redundant House hearings like this one.
So, by the way, anyone keeping score, the chairman wore a red tie 4 of those hearings, a yellow tie 3 times. But today, at the 8th hearing, we are even now. Today is yellow tie day, so 4 yellow ties, 4 red ties. I tried to match you, Mr. Chairman, but mine's a little more gold. I will work on the hue, but it is the golden age. Golden age.
And in regard to the actual topic of the hearing, censorship, the GOP is pushing the idea of a, quote, censorship industrial complex. But Moskowitz here cleverly flips the script, exposing the hypocrisy behind acting President Elon Musk's selective moderation on said censorship. He points out that Musk has allowed dozens of pro-Hitler posts to slide, just from Kanye alone, but only took action after porn was posted from the same account.
So since we're doing free speech and censorship, I want to talk about a former friend of this committee and winner of the Nazi of the Month Club, Kanye West. And while there are no eggs on the shelf, there is definitely egg on your face. Last week, there were an endless amounts of Nazi tweets by Kanye West. I'm going to read some of them. I love Hitler. I'm a Nazi. Jews were better as slaves. Hitler was so fresh. I can say Hitler as much as I want. It went on for days. If that wasn't enough, he ran a commercial during the Super Bowl, directing people to his website. And the only thing the website was selling was a shirt with a swastika. So the marketplace of ideas. They say, oh, Jared, but it's the marketplace of ideas. Well, as we mainstream Nazis, what happens when Nazism becomes the marketplace? The chairman said he's worried about Europe. Maybe we should go to Europe. While we're there, maybe we should go to Auschwitz to see what happens when you mainstream Nazis.
Isn't that wild? They want complete free speech, but only when it attacks marginalized groups. They can allow anti-Semitic speech, racist speech, hateful speech, anti-LGBTQ speech. But as long as you show a very natural act that everyone does, the porn industry being one of the biggest in this nation, one that is never ever talked about, showing, again, the enormous hypocrisy of government in general, and certainly the incredible uncomfortability with people's true nature that the Republican Party seems to always embody and cover up for until they come out as gay when their gay affairs get exposed, even though they're very anti-gay the whole time up until that very point, and sometimes even after. It just reeks beyond hypocrisy. It reeks of a disingenuous attitude where, again, all they want to do, it really seems, is to get rid of programs that help people and enrich themselves.
But Jared, free speech is absolute. Don't be a censor. But actually, Kanye accidentally disproved that idea. He proved that free speech is not absolute. You see, what happened was he started posting porn on X. And then all of a sudden, the conservative free speech masters of the universe were outraged. Elon unfollowed him and then labeled Kanye's account. So imagine if Kanye had only posted Nazi porn. Well, Mr. Schellenberger and other conservatives would be saying, well, the Nazi part is okay, as long as they keep their clothes on. So remember, if you're a Nazi, just keep your SS uniform on. Don't take it off, because that's when we're going to get to censorship.
It's nice to know our government is hard at work, repeating itself. To quote the great Bill Murray, it's Groundhog Day. Again. And it looks like the groundhog saw his own shadow, or didn't, or whatever one is the bad one, because we're on repeat. Winter seems to be continuing, and government seems to not be moving forward to help people. They just seem to be moving forward to help Elon Musk specifically.
We should have maybe had 9 or 10 hearings, because the First Amendment and free speech is so darn important. And I would just maybe ask Mr. Schellenberger, Mr. Teichman, you think we could have more hearings on something this important?
At least Donald Trump is being a lot more selfless than normal. Normally he just helps himself, and now he's helping himself and one other person. So that's progress, at least. We just have 299,999,000 people to go. We'll get there. I'm optimistic.
But that is total bull.
For Rebel HQ, I'm Ben Glebe. You can subscribe to my podcast Last Week on Earth, where I did a very unconventional episode this week, and follow me at Ben Glebe on Instagram. And now I'm on OnlyFans, believe it or not. Not doing that kind of content. I know I just talked in favor of porn in this video, but I'm doing unreleased stand-up clips, very interesting videos. I just went to Love Burn in Miami's Burning Man, show exclusive videos from there, inside to a world you might not ever see. You can subscribe to my OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/Ben Glebe, or just search for me on there. A lot of my content is free. My page is free. For a couple of the posts, you have to pay a couple dollars. Check it out. Bye.